Hi, my name's Sue and this is Sue Repeat, and I love baking with spelt flour. One of my very first recipes I shared on YouTube was my moist spelt banana bread. This time I'm going to share a new recipe. It's with whole grain spelt flour and topped with a little crunchy topping of hazelnuts. So if you'd like to see my new improved whole grain spelt banana bread, come with me and let's see. So I'm over here to start mixing. So I'm just going to weigh everything into my bowl. So we need 200 grams of the spelt flour, and I'm not going to sift it or anything. This style of cake doesn't really need it. And that's about 1 cup plus half a cup and 1.5 tablespoons. And we need to add some baking powder, 2 teaspoons. So what I'm doing is a wet and dry method where I do all the dry ingredients first and then the wet ingredients. That's 1 teaspoon of bicarb soda or baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. You can leave this out if you don't like cinnamon, or add a little bit more if you really love it. Little pinch of salt. And we're using not too much sugar in this recipe. We're just using some dark brown sugar. So 100 grams, the dark brown sugar. It's actually not dark, just brown sugar. Scales can go now. Get out any lumps of the brown sugar if you've got them. Pop that to one side. I've got 4 bananas that I've mashed up already, just in this bowl. Just need to mix them around before they go too brown. And I'm a bit restricted for my bowls here. Normally I do all of the bananas and all the liquids in a bowl, but I'm going to use these glasses. I've got two large eggs here, which I'm just going to whisk with this fork. And I've got 60 mils or 1/4 cup of oat milk. And we're not doing oil today, we're going to do some melted butter. So in here, I've melted down 70 grams of butter or 1/4 cup. And you can swap that out for oil, but I'd probably use just a little bit less, maybe 60 mils. So grab your bowl back. Now I was going to start mixing that with the beaters. Stopping and scraping, and do a little stop and scrape dance. That's just to check the bottom. And then I'm going to add in all my bananas. That was about 4 bananas that I used. So depending on what size you have, you can do 3 to 4. If they're only little ones, you can do 5. So it's roughly about 350 to 400 grams. And let's mix that through. I'm going to give it one little last whiz with the beaters. So I've just lined my small loaf tin. It's about a pound or a 500 ml tin. And I've scrunched my baking paper and popped it in there. So I'm just going to pour all the mixture into that. And in the meantime, I've had my oven heating on. It's on 180 degrees and it's static. If you've got a fan, I'll probably drop it down to about 170. And I'll pop some Fahrenheit measurements above as usual. And just before we go, I've got a little mixture of toasted chopped hazelnuts here with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar, just regular sugar that I've already mixed together. So I'm just popping them on top and it'll create this nice crunchy top. Cake's all ready to pop in the oven. I'm going to bake it for about 50 minutes, but check it at about 45 just in case it's cooking. And I can't wait to taste it with you. The banana bread is all cooked and it's been cooling for about an hour, and I've sliced open the cake and check that out. The thing with banana bread, it's actually better the next day, but I'm going to do a taste test now, and I've made a cup of tea. So once we finish filming, I'll have my cup of tea, so let me just bite into it. It's so moist. I love the addition of the crunch of hazelnuts on the top. I forgot to mention that if you wanted to pop some hazelnuts inside the cake batter, you're more than welcome to, but I like just the contrast and having them on top. And the other thing you could do, you can swap out the brown sugar and pop in maple syrup or a different liquid sweetener if that's what you want to do as well. It's so delicious and moist. It's slightly healthier than my other banana bread. So if you're looking for a not too sweet, not too much butter or oil banana bread recipe with spelt flour and whole grain spelt flour, give this one a go. If you clicked on for the first time, thank you for clicking on. I should finish eating my mouthful before I speak. That's what my mum always said. I always forget to do that. I get so excited I want to keep talking. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, what I was going to say, if you're new here today, consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, then you get notified when I have a new video. I do 2 videos a week, and I release them Thursday at 6 p.m. European time and Saturday at 6 p.m. European time. Thanks for watching. Stick around and check out some other spelt recipe ideas. Okay, see you next time. Bye.